So there are no requirements or expectations for the practice today. That's the beauty of yoga, is you're just going to take your own time to make the practice your own and do what feels right for you in the moment. So just taking a few moments just to kind of check in with yourself, you know, maybe opening and closing your hands or just moving your head and neck a little bit, rocking the feet, toes to heels. Just kind of notice your body. Notice areas that feel good. Maybe notice areas where you're having tension or discomfort. And these are the places that I want you to be mindful of as you move and practice today. And then continue deepening the breath, shifting the breath low into the belly. And as you breathe in, allowing your belly to expand outward. And as you exhale, gently drawing the navel into the spine. Each time you inhale, think about bringing in that fresh, clean air through the nose. And as you exhale, think about gently releasing the breath through the mouth, just letting go. Anything that feels heavy or it's weighing on you, just try to send it outside of your space for a little bit. So keep breathing in that way, inhaling through the nose, nice deep low belly breath. Exhaling through the mouth. And do 3 or 4 more cycles at your own pace. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So as you continue to breathe, I invite you to listen with an open mind and heart. So I invite you today to think about what is one thing that you might do in your day today that would try to allow you to bring yoga into your life off of your mat. So we frequently talk about setting an intention for our yoga practice. Maybe perhaps today you set an intention for your day. Something that you'd like to do or accomplish, or just how you're going to approach your day. Maybe that's how you take yoga off of your mat today. Or maybe you choose to do something kind for yourself or for someone in your life. So as you continue to breathe deeply into your belly, I invite you to set that intention for your practice today. So just, why are you here? What do you want to focus on? Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone. Maybe it's dedicating it to you, taking time for self-care. Whatever that is, bringing that intention into your heart, breathing into it. And then we'll take one more cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose, big heavy sigh through the mouth. And then if it's available to you, keep your eyes closed. We're just going to invite some gentle movements, starting with our head and neck. So I want you to just slowly begin to drop your chin down to your chest, back to neutral, and then gently lift it up towards the ceiling. And then do it 2 or 3 times at your own pace. So chin to the chest, neutral, lift your chin towards the ceiling. Just kind of see how it feels today. Notice how your head and neck feel, areas of tightness. And then coming back to a neutral spine position, start to tip your right ear towards your right shoulder, back to center, and then switch sides. Kind of appreciating the range of motion that you have in your neck. So maybe your range of motion is limited, but let's kind of reframe that thought process today into, I'm thankful for the range of motion that I have in my neck. Kind of ear to shoulder, not forcing anything. Good, and then back to a neutral spine with the head and neck. Eyes open or closed, whatever feels good. Just turn and look over your right shoulder as far as you feel comfortable. Back to center, nice and slow, gentle stretching, switch directions. Back to center, good, one more time, slowly turning through the head and neck. Again, not forcing anything, so just kind of checking out how your range feels this morning. Good, and then coming back to a neutral spine position, just start to float the shoulders up towards the ears, and then send them down away from your ears. Eyes opened or closed. Take a breath in, float the shoulders up, send them down. Good, then start to just move the shoulders up and then down and back. So almost like a shoulder roll, up towards the ears, down and back. So letting go of tension in the tops of the shoulders and the base of the neck. Good, one more time. Good. And then with your arms, just start to open and close the hands. Just kind of lengthening out, making a fist, and then opening your fingers nice and wide, letting go of any tension that you feel. So oftentimes, we're kind of clenching or holding on through our hands without even really realizing it. So just kind of creating a little bit of tension and then letting go. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your arms up and out to the side. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, two more times. Inhale, open the chest and shoulders. Arms out to the side. Lift your chin. Pull the shoulder blades together. Good. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale. Open the chest and shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, relax your hands down onto your legs and just do some gentle knee lifts. So just one knee at a time, gently kind of marching out the knees a little bit, warming up the hips. Pause and breathe. Good, and then just start to alternate straightening the knee. One at a time. Pause and breathe. Good, and then keep your legs outstretched here and just point and flex the feet. So point your toes, kind of stretching the shins, and then pull your toes back towards your face, stretching the back of the legs. And do that about 5 or 6 times, just at your own pace. So point the toes, pull the toes back towards your face. Little stretch through the calves. So right now we're just kind of warming up, getting a little blood flowing into the body. You know, maybe you've been sitting for a little while today, so we're just kind of waking stuff up so we can move. Good, couple more times. And then let's do some circles. Circles with the ankles. One direction, and then the other direction. Good, and then come to seated mountain pose. Scoot your butt forward in the chair, ground down through your feet. Palms down at your sides, chest is open. As you inhale, reach both arms up, lift your gaze, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Couple breaths here. So just breathe right here into that side body. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and rhythmic, cyclic breathing. Relax your face. Good, inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Nice and easy, breathe into that left side body, just kind of noticing the expansion of your rib cage. Be in your body. See how things feel today. Good, inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Exhale, release your hands down. Take your left hand, set it on the outside of your right leg, and just gently reach your right arm back, following it with your eyes. Easy spine twist. twisting from the low belly here. Good, deep breath in, reach both arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right arm to the left leg. Reach the left arm back, looking at it with your eyes. So you're kind of using that left leg for a little bit of leverage with your hand. Keep your trunk lifted as you rotate. So biggest thing here is not to let your spine collapse. Keep sitting nice and tall. Think about breathing in to create space. And then as you exhale, you're rotating. We're gonna do one more time on each side. So this time, inhale, reach both arms up. Nice wide arms, wide shoulders, big V shape. Left hand, right leg, right arm back. Maybe you're twisting a little bit more now if you're a little bit warmer. Pause and breathe. Good, deep breath in, both arms up to the sky, nice and wide. Exhale, switch. Twisting to the left. Keeping length in your spine. Relax your face. Deep breath in, reach both arms all the way up. And then exhale, release the arms down at your sides. Toe heel your feet out a little bit wider. So not super wide, but kind of a middle position between our mountain pose position and our super wide stance. I want you to reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're gonna ride your breath all the way down and forward fold. So either arms to the thighs or reach for the floor. So some of you might have more flexibility in your back, so you might be able to reach your fingers for the floor. Some of you might be like, every time I reach down, I get lightheaded. So then you are going to stay right here on your forearms, head about in line with your heart. Okay, so if you're kind of a lightheaded person, stay up this way. If you want to get more of a stretch into your low back, kind of let your arms hang down between your legs for the floor. And try to relax the back of the neck. So let your head be heavy. And then breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So deep breaths in and out. Just kind of think about releasing the low back. Pause and breathe. Good, and then slowly walk your hands or lift your trunk back up. Come to a neutral spine position. And then we're gonna bring the hands to the back of the hips. Point your elbows back and open up the chest and shoulders. So elbows are gonna point back, shoulder blades are gonna pull together, look forward or lift your chin. So counter pose, right? So we were forward bending, now we're gonna do a little baby back bend here. Little heart opener, kind of moving our spine in all directions today. Pause and breathe. Nice. Opening the chest and shoulders. Good. As you exhale, release. One more time, forward fold. So arms can go to the thighs or reach your hands for the floor. You can grab onto your ankles or your lower legs if that feels good. Just kind of let your back round. Still drawing the belly in slightly. Good, this time let's walk over to our left leg. So either reaching for the leg or just relaxing onto the thigh. So inviting a little bit more side bending into the trunk. Another good stretch for the back. So if you have any back pain, this is a good stretch to do. So kind of a combination stretch of forward folding with a little bit of stretching to the side. Helps to target some particularly suspect muscles in the back. If you'd like, release back to that forward fold position in the center. And then when you're ready, move over to the right side. So even just resting your forearms onto your thigh or reaching down for that ankle or leg on the right. Relaxing through the head and neck. Not forcing anything. Remember, this is just nice and slow and gentle. We're moving our bodies. We're seeing how we feel today. There's no expectations. Keep breathing. Good. When you're ready, slowly come back to center. Walk your hands up your thighs. One more time, take the hands back behind you. So sides or back of the hips, point your elbows backwards. So what you're looking to do is get a stretch across the collarbones and the front of the shoulders. So we spend a lot of time like this. I'm exaggerating, but we spend a lot of time in that rounded shoulder posture. So you want to lift your chest up and pull your shoulder blades back. And then try lifting your chin, really opening the front body. Relax your face. Good. As you exhale, release everything. Good. You can keep your feet out. Actually, toe heel your feet in. I lied. So toe heel your feet in so you're back to seated mountain pose. We'll do a half sun salutation variation just from sitting to start. So as you breathe in, sweep your arms up. If you'd like, little back bend. As you exhale, bring your hands through heart center, forward fold. So that same rounding of the back. Breathe in, lift up halfway, flat back. So this is that perch forward. Belly is in though, so nice neutral spine. Exhale, round and fold. Press into your feet. Lift your trunk all the way up. Raise your arms up. Little back bend if you want. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Again, inhale, sweeping up, little back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward bend, over your legs. Relax the back of the neck. Breathe in, come up halfway, flat back, tummy muscles tight. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, press through the feet, come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time, inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. So this is linking movement with breath. Inhale, lift up halfway, belly in. Exhale, round and fold over your legs. Good. Press through your feet. Come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Beautiful. Release your arms down at your sides. Scoot towards the edge of your chair. We're going to do a couple of seated lower body stretches here. So what I want you to do is take your right leg and just send it out straight on your chair. Okay? So right leg is out, and really kind of position yourself so your edge of your chair isn't like cutting into the back of your hamstring. And then I want you to just start to point and flex that foot or rotate the leg. Good. Then sit up as tall as you can. Keep pulling your toes back. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend forward until you feel a stretch in the back of that thigh. So seated hamstring stretch. So depending on your flexibility in the hamstring, you might reach for your ankle, you might reach, don't force it, you might reach for your shin, you might just keep your hand on your thigh. This is where you're listening to your body a little bit, and also breathing, okay? Breathing, very important. Good. And then slowly come out of it. So bring your trunk back up. You're going to get a chance to do it again. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge, and come forward. Pause and breathe. So hamstring is three muscles. So you can rotate that leg in and out, and you're going to feel that stretch a little bit differently. It's going to kind of move from the outside of the back of your thigh to the inside. Good. And then pulling the toes back is going to exaggerate that stretch a little bit. So keep breathing. Relax the back of your neck, but don't force anything. Pause and breathe. Good, and then slowly come out of it. So coming up nice and tall. That same leg, so your right leg that you had out straight, I want you to take it and make that figure 4 position with it. So seated pigeon pose. This is where, if you have a strap, a belt, a towel, right? Because we're all not super flexible through our hips. That's where you could use this. So kind of wrapping it around your foot, slowly bringing that foot up into that, close to that figure 4 position, and then trying to let that knee relax out to the side. So if you're really feeling like you're holding your leg up and there's a lot of tension there, let your foot drop down a little bit to allow this hip to relax, okay? And then I want you to play a little bit with just sort of trunk position. So if you bend forward, you're probably going to feel more of a stretch. If you come back up, you're probably going to feel less. So just kind of stay in that pose for a few breaths, not forcing anything, but just kind of doing what feels good for you. This is a good one too. I also kind of like to point and flex the foot in this position, or kind of rotate the ankle out a little bit. This is that position that we frequently use for like getting our socks on or putting our shoe on. So it's good to be flexible there and to have that hip range of motion available to you. And then if you feel like you need to take a break from it, just go ahead and come out of it. And then when you're ready, just slowly release that leg. And instead of releasing it all the way down, let's cross it over. So if it's available to you, I want you to come to legs crossed, so sort of our eagle legs. Kind of press the lower legs together. Take a nice deep breath in, sit tall. Yep. And then I want you to bring your hands all the way out in front of you. So fingertips reach towards me. You're going to take your left arm and cross it over your right. Left and right. I know it's tough. Left arm over the right. You're making an X. Good. Then you ready for the next part? Bend your elbows. Good. Can you make the backs of your hands touch? Yeah, it's a shoulder flexibility, right? Or palms. And we're going to hold there. So you should be, yeah, the other way though. Yeah. So you're making like a big, this is your pretzel pose, right? So this is our seated eagle pose. The goal in this posture is that you have those elbows up to shoulder height. It's not going to be available to everybody, but just try your best. Drop your chin down a little bit and really feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. So try to keep your elbows together. Drop your chin down, legs together, kind of activating the legs. Good. One more breath in. As you exhale, slowly release the arms, but keep your legs crossed. Left hand going to come on the outside of that right leg. So legs are still crossed. And now I want you to twist, if you can, twist to that right side. So kind of pulling the leg across slightly. You might feel a little stretch into the hip and the glute. Opening up the right side of the chest. Really sitting tall through the trunk. Beautiful. When you come out of it, release. Keep your legs where they are. No, you're done with this, I'm sure. Counter twist. So now just opening to the left side. And you don't have to reach your arm back. You can use your chair or do whatever feels good. Nice, yogis. Good. Slowly release, uncross your legs. Send both legs out and just point and flex your feet a little bit. Okay, maybe just march out the legs, bend and straighten the knees. So you should feel a little bit of a difference between sides, right? Because we did everything on our right, so now we're kind of uneven, so we got to switch it up. So now you're going to step your right foot in, send your left leg out nice and long. Sit tall on the edge of that chair. So you could point and flex your foot or rotate your leg. This might feel like a hamstring stretch for some of us. Okay, so if you're pretty restricted in the hamstrings, you might just be able to straighten your leg and you can feel it stretching. That's fine, you're gonna stay right there. But if you need a little bit more, you're gonna hinge over your leg until you feel the back of that thigh stretch. It should be painful though, friends. So we're just looking for a stretch. We're not looking to, do any type of large kick moves or anything like that. We're not doing kick line today, okay? Not today. And then as you come here, you can just rotate that leg just like we talked about, or pull the toes back, and you can kind of come out of it if you need a break. Like, again, this is your practice. There's nothing that you have to do today. I want it to feel good for your body, so just be kind to yourself, okay? Pause and breathe. And then when you're ready, slowly bring in your trunk back up, and then we're going to make our way into that seated pigeon pose. So you're going to take that leg, cross it over, let your knee and hip relax. So as you bring that left leg on top, you might notice that maybe you're less flexible through this hip, or maybe you're more flexible, or maybe it's the same. But try to relax that knee out to the side. If this is a good stretch for you, then you're going to hold right here. If you feel like you need a little bit more, then I want you to lead with your chest and kind of slightly come forward over your leg. So again, glute and outer thigh stretch. Might feel good to point and flex the foot or rotate the ankle. We'll try to relax into it. So this is where the breath is going to help us. So think about really kind of that gentle rhythmic breathing. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, and think about relaxing around the hip joint here. Good, then slowly bring your trunk back up. As you exhale, move into that crossed seated eagle position, kind of doing your best to press the thighs and the lower legs together. So once you're there, sit nice and tall, breathe in, extend your arms out. If you'd like to take eagle arms, you'll bring your right arm, cross it over your left, making an X at the elbows. Good, then you're gonna bend your elbows, backs of the hands or palms to touch. Try to keep your elbows together. Chin drops down slightly. Breathe into the middle part of the back. Keep pressing your legs together. Do your best not to forget to breathe. Relax your face. When you're ready, slowly release the arms. Take your right hand, set it on the outside of your left knee, and then just start to slowly rotate to the left, keeping your spine lengthened, taking a breath in, kind of rooting down through your pelvis, but reaching the top of your head up. Just exploring that twist from that low belly. And then as you exhale, slowly release and take a counter twist. So now you're going to twist to the right side, keeping your spine long, continuing to breathe. Good, and then as you exhale, slowly release to center, uncross the legs. Let's go ahead and come to standing for a few poses. So we're going to do a little bit more hip opening, but through the front of the hips. We'll just do a couple of standing poses. I'll show you some options for sitting as well. So go ahead and just come into seated or standing mountain pose. So chair can be in front or the side of you if you need it for balance. But just like we did when we were sitting, palms are forward, chest is open. If you're standing, you can kind of rock heels to toes a little bit. You can also do that in sitting. So just kind of shifting your weight, toes to heels. Palms are forward, chest is lifted. So just lengthening the spine. So if you're still in sitting, that's great, but find your spine lengthened. Good, pause and breathe. As you exhale, I want you to step your left foot back. Turn those left toes out to the side just slightly. So right toes are forward, left toes are slightly out. I'll show you in sitting in a moment. Bend into your front knee and sweep your arms up. Warrior one. Shoulders are over your hips. So if you're in sitting, you're going to turn your right foot to the right side and just drop your left hip down. If you can straighten your back leg, great. If you can't, don't worry about it and just reach your arms up. Shoulders are over the hips in no matter what position you're in though, okay? So pause and breathe, either on the chair or in standing. Nice. Good. We're going to sweep the arms back and kind of bring the trunk over our front leg. Airplane arms. So pull the shoulder blades together. Breathe. So belly is in nice and tight. Relax your face. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms back up. As you exhale, you're going to open up your back foot and come to warrior two. Same thing if you're in sitting. So if you're in sitting, your hips were forward. Now you're going to open that back foot, straighten your back leg, spread your arms nice and wide. Warrior two. So the biggest difference between warrior one and two is your pelvis position. So in warrior one, your hips are forward. In warrior two, your hips are open to the side. So warrior one, warrior two. Okay, palms are down. Shoulders are still in line with your hips though. Good, relax your arms down for a minute. Okay, so just play with your leg position a little bit here. So kind of bend into that front knee and then make it so your knee is over your ankle. So if you look down at your knee, do you see your toes? Maybe. Belly is in. Good. Shoulders are going to face the side. So depending on your position, shoulders are to the side. Shoulders are over your hips, just like this. And then arms are going to come up. Good. Now look over that front hand. Good. Beautiful. Tummy in. Belly in. Good. Exhale, step forward. Top of your mat or seated mountain pose. So seated or standing mountain pose. Same thing, side two. So take a breath in, let that go. Notice how you feel. Breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot back. Warrior one. Okay? So hips are square to the front, towards your front foot. Bend into your front knee, one or both arms are up. If you're in the chair, same thing, second side. So if you can get that leg back, perfect, but otherwise your hips are going to face that front leg. So you should be stretching through the opposite side, one or both arms up. Kind of stretching out through the front of the hip here. Good. Grounding down through that back heel if you're standing. Even think about your head and neck position. So try to look straight ahead or lift your gaze slightly upward. Good. Beautiful. Breathe in. As you exhale, start to shift over that front leg. Send the arms back, airplane arms. So you have a nice straight line from the top of your head all the way down to that back heel, and your body is active. Pull the shoulder blades together. Belly in. Relax your face. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up that back leg, your back foot just slightly, and come to warrior two. So then look at your front knee, because what always happens is that knee kind of buckles inward. So try to get that knee right over your ankle. And if you need to drop your arms down a little bit so you can check your trunk and leg position, do that. So we went from hips to the front to hips to the side, warrior one to warrior two, arms at shoulder height, looking over that front hand. Good. Breathe. Exhale, step it forward. Top of your mat or mountain pose in seated or standing. Pause and breathe. Good. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Good. From mountain pose, whether you're sitting or standing, if you're comfortable, try closing your eyes just for a couple of breaths. If you need to have fingertips on a chair for support, do that. But just notice how you feel in standing. If you're doing this in sitting, same thing. Notice your feet. Notice the ground beneath your butt or your feet. And just see how you feel. What was your intention that you set for your practice today? Just recalling what that is or was. Taking a moment of gratitude for the ability to move your body, no matter what limitations you have. And for taking this time out of your day to practice yoga. Taking care of you. Good. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Come around and take a seat in your chair as we prepare for our final relaxation. If you have some water nearby, feel free to grab a drink. And then just settle into your chair. Find a comfortable seated position where there's the least amount of strain on your body. Let the back support you in your chair. And keep your spine long but relaxed. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lower your gaze or blink your eyes closed. Settle in. Notice how you feel as we come to the end of our practice today. Call to mind something you'd like to do for yourself or something mindful that you'd like to bring into the rest of your day today. Take that with you when you leave your mat. Let go of any last remaining tension and let yourself be here, fully supported, peace in body and mind. Repeating these phrases to yourself. I am strong. I am confident. I am loved. Enjoy a few moments of peace and stillness.